Hey everyone, it's me Sean and I'm back here again with another sneaker review. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Nike Flyknit Racer in the Fire Rooster colorway. So these are nicknamed the Fire Roosters because these were released by Nike to celebrate the Lunar New Year that just passed. Officially, the colorway for this shoe is University Red, Black, and Bright Mango. They retail for a price of $150 or 200 Canadian dollars, and they were a pretty big general release. So these are available on both Nike.com, Nike.ca, as well as locally here in a bunch of Foot Locker stores scattered around the entire city. So like your standard Flyknit Racer model, this shoe is composed of this Flyknit material that covers the entire upper of the shoe. So on the lateral side, you can tell that it's a bit darker of a shade. The knit is comprised of a combination of black, bright mango, and university red. But there is more black and more university red on this side, giving it that darker appearance. So when you take a look at this side, the knit is made up basically entirely of the bright mango weave and the black. There are little hits of university red knit featured on this side, but it's nowhere near the amount that's featured on the lateral side. So that gives it this nice contrast of dark versus light. The swoosh that's found on both sides of the shoe is done in your black Flyknit colored material, and the collar area, the back tab, as well as the tongue and laces is also done in black. The laces on these shoes are your standard rope style Flyknit Racer laces. And on the top of the tongue, there is this Nike Flyknit Racer logo that's fused onto the actual tongue material. The midsoles on these shoes are a combination of white on the heel area, as well as predominantly black on the forefoot area. Taking a look at the outsoles, we have this waffle skin black rubber outsole on the forefoot area, as well as this exposed midsole area here in white, and it's complemented with this university red colored swoosh. The insole is removable. It's done predominantly in black, and there are these little accents on the heel done in this university red color. So let's talk about the sizing of this shoe. So for me, I feel that Flyknit Racers fit true to size. So I go with my normal Nike size, which is a 10.5. Some people do go up a half size because the Flyknit Racer is sort of a narrow shoe, but honestly, the fit of this shoe is kind of unique. It's not really for everyone. As I mentioned before, they are a little bit narrow, and some people complain about the fact that when they go up a half size, there's too much space between the edge of the shoe and the top of their toes. So really, it's best if you can try them on in store and really see if your feet can fit the shape of this shoe. For comparison's sake, I also go with a 10.5 in shoes like my Air Max 1, my Air Max 90, my Roshis, my Ultra Boost 1.0, 2.0. From a comfort standpoint, some people complain about how narrow the outsole of the shoe is. So if you take a look here, you can see that around this midfoot area and down towards the heel, it is quite narrow. So some people complain that as a result of this, they don't feel like it's very stable, or they feel like their feet is like bulging out of the sides. Personally, I can understand where people are coming from when they list those specific criticisms about this shoe, but to me, I don't feel that those design aspects of this shoe make it uncomfortable. And I actually am a big fan of how the cushioning setup is on this shoe. So it's gonna be a bit more firm, it's gonna give you more support, and to me, I can wear Flyknit Racers for long periods of time, especially when I'm walking around on vacation, for example. For those of you who aren't aware, the Flyknit Racer actually released in a university red and black colorway a few years ago. So on this hand, I have the 2017 release, and on this side, I have the release from 2013. So comparing them side by side, there are a few obvious differences. So this one's gonna be a deeper red. So this Flyknit material on the lateral side of the shoe is, as I mentioned before, a combination of university red and black. Whereas on this one, the lateral side of this shoe is a pure university red Flyknit. Taking a look at the medial side, this shoe is a mix of bright mango, university red, and black, whereas this one is black with accents of university red flywire running up the sides of the shoe towards the laces. The swooshes on the 17 release are in black, whereas the swooshes on the 13 release are in white. The laces on the 2017s are a rope style lace, whereas the laces on the 2013s are a flat lace. Finally, the insoles on the 2017 are black, whereas the insoles on the 2013s are done in white. Generally speaking, the design of the Flyknit pattern on both shoes is very different. So on the 2017 release, it's going to be a lot more blended, a lot more scattered, whereas on the 2013s, the color transitions from red to black and it's very abrupt. In terms of comfort and sizing, they run the same, they feel the same. It's really about what you prefer from a aesthetic standpoint. For me, it's really hard to choose between one or the other. I really like this deep red color on the 2017s, but I am a sucker for the color blocking on the 2013s. If I had to choose one, I would probably go with these ones, but it is a very, very tough decision. So now let me give you guys an on-feet look at how these Fire Rooster Flyknit racers look on feet. So that wraps up my review of the Nike Flyknit Racer in the Fire Rooster University Red colorway. Be sure to leave a comment below on what you guys think of these and which one of the two you guys prefer. As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram as well at SGO8. Until my next review, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys soon.